Right. Football time. All right, so we got bye week. Mm. Hmm. Let's see. We need to be creative with coverages this week. Tua, entire Hill, Jalen Waddle are going to cause us problems. Oh, really? Hmm. All right. Well, let's get this going here. I know it's been a couple days since I've streamed.
And the
All
focus
right.
is on Jacoby Myers.
Trying to find
He should be
something
one of his
worthwhile for you
quarterback's
guys
best friends
to want
this
to
week.
watch.
It's the Raiders and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
Been playing.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football.
Good place,
at
Tony
Hard Rock
Hawk.
Stadium in Miami Gardens. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
The NFL the season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Nebraska.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably upward.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Right back to Achane on second down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now for what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes coming in. And he's right up there among the league's best. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
a gain of 17 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Rolling to his right. Touchdown! Kobe Myers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
44, ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Hey, get set. Hey. Ready, set.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
All right, come on.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Madison running on 1st down, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Carlson on for the PAT.
We'll see how they do actually in real life today. They be playing against the Patriots here.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A run straight ahead with Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s?
And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I need to watch out for Tagovailoa, huh?
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's in the midst of an MVP caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates. That's caught inside the 20.
Thank you.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 68 yards. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Hill going to go in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. John Jenkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams.
That wasn't
That's how they
even
put
an
them on
offensive
notice.
play. It was a punt return. You're right, announcers. That was a filthy juke, though.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Still the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Yeah. He's leading, though.
They come up on
but right behind him is
Diablo.
Diablo
Protection
on the
just
other
has not
side.
been there this afternoon. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Raiders have got him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle
rush.
this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Come on, man. You need to learn to block a little better.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Take it at the 37. Fights through him, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That would
bad throw. Bad throw.
But it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No, that was not.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Been playing Madden since first came out.
Carlson on for the PAT.
When it first came out on Sega.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
What?
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Out comes the Miami offensive
I think that's
unit
the most
now.
yards that they've gotten on a kickoff return.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
All right, Tungaloa.
Here's
Your
Tua.
first interception today. Nope.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The tight end in motion right. On play action, here's Tua. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought,
causes
hey, at
the
least
fumble,
3, maybe
and
even
then
a chance
picks
to
up
get
the
6.
fumble.
It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw here. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone,
Come on.
you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start with the oldest rivalry, Chicago playing host to Green Bay in the NFC North. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. It's the rookie from SC, Caleb Williams, with 3 touchdown passes. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen
shut down the pass. You can't do nothing.
It all starts with this drive right here. They get something
can't
good
do
going,
nothing.
put some points on the board. They begin to have hope.
Got nothing. Got all those defenders right there. What are you going to do with the ball? You might as well just throw it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tucker, he's not out there.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison.
Get off me, boy. You ain't stopped with him. You got the spin, and like, come on.
And the Raiders extend their
Get off
lead
him. Get off
again.
him. That's right.
And that rushing touchdown, number 28 on the year. Just a remarkable number as he draws level with a Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson, for the most in NFL history. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison.
Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well,
That's
I
two.
mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Carlson on for the PAT.
Weak.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Moore. He will return it.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Go ahead.
Achane gets it from the gun.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a first carry for their fullback. And just shutting him off there. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Madison will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
44.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths. The
pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The Dolphins will send out the
amount of times he was laying on the ground
to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Going to run with Madison again. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
All right. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Tyree Wilson
In there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Beautiful.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Not that I need that right now.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Another carry now for Madison.
A solid stiff arm.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 114 yards here for Madison. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. Oh, able to avoid him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go now.
Edwards-Helaire. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
He's stopping
as
Edwards.
they just add to their totals.
He's not that best running back either. But when you had a bunch of people hurt, needs running back, fullback, freaking lineman.
So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Free agent.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
Best running back in the free agent.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Miami set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. One final try for Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Las Vegas,
50 yards
keep
is all
on
you got.
rolling. 10.
Garbage team. All right, how long? Let's see. After extensive testing, medical staff has made a broken ribs diagnosis. He'll be out for 6 weeks. Great. Make it back in the preseason, postseason. I mean. This hurts right here. Six weeks, dude. Can't wait wait for Crosby to get off of his injury before the end of the season. Thank you for letting me know that I have 2 new injuries. I already knew that. Thank you. All right. Jump ahead to week 11 against the Broncos. All right, well, we're going to leave it like that, folks. I'm going to do this upgrade real quick. See who it is. Ah, quarterback. Why not? Put it where I actually wanted it. Let's see. All right. Peace out. Hopefully, you all enjoyed that game. I don't know how much you would enjoy a straight blowout like I just did, but um, yeah. Hey, I think we might have to bump up the skill level just a little bit more, or a lot more, because yeah, either that or start playing some people that actually know what they're doing. One of the two. On that note, I'm gonna let you all go. Go catch the Raider game now.